Christmas, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Albert! It's wonderful to see my number one elf in charge. How are the Christmas preparations coming?
Everything is on track for another successful Christmas, just like every year.
Wonderful, Albert! Now, this year, I was wondering if you could do a special favor for me.
Anything, Santa, anything you need.
I need your help with my children.
Oh, really? Oh, yes. I'll move them from the naughty list to the nice list, and no one will ever know.
Oh, no, Albert. My children are not naughty, they're very nice. How could you think that? Albert, I realize my children, Chris and Eve, are growing up quickly. They're not kids anymore. I think they're ready to start learning the family business. As my chief elf, would you please train them in the ways of Christmas?
Oh, you want me to teach your kids about North Pole operations?
Yes, they should know the joys of putting together the greatest night of the year.
Are you sure they're ready?
Yes, I'm sure.
Are you sure you're sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm Santa.
Oh, I'm sure you're right.
Hi, Dad. What's up?
It's Christmas time. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's your big night, Dad. It's your night to do your Santa thing.
No, it's not just my night to do my thing. Everyone here at the North Pole works really hard to spread the joy of Christmas around the world.
Sure, I guess. Somehow it just happens. Yeah, like magic.
There's much more to it than that. Kids, I want you to know everything that goes into making Christmas happen. I want you to be my Santas in training.
Santa's in training? Is that a thing? I'm sure he just made it up.
Chris, Eve, you are my kids, so it's important for you to know how the North Pole runs, so that one day you can take over the family business.
What business?
The business of Christmas! That's what we do here.
We do? Do what? I don't know. I'm confused already.
Albert might have been right about my kids. They don't have a clue about what we do here.
Hey, Dad. Who's your elf friend?
I'm glad you asked. Chris, Eve, this is Albert. He's my number one elf. He's my elf in charge who keeps things running smoothly behind the scenes every Christmas.
Hi, I'm Chris. We're Santa's in training, but we don't really know what it means.
You're about to learn what it means to be Santa. There's a lot of work, and those are some big boots to fill.
Hooray, kids! Your on-the-job training starts today, and you're in good hands with my number one elf, Albert, because he is a Christmas planning professional.
Aw, Albert, will you show us how to work some Christmas magic?
No, it'll be my pleasure to teach you everything I know about the management of the North Pole.
Thank you, Albert. It has been my Christmas wish to have my kids work with me on the big night.
Aw, we won't let you down, Dad. Thanks for believing in us. Chris, can you believe we've been chosen to be Santas in training? Yes, I can, Eve. I'm sure it's because we're Santa's children.
There's nothing wrong with a little nepotism. Well, at least not at the North Pole. I'm pretty sure all of us elves are related.
Ah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, I get it.
Chris and Eve, your tour of North Pole operations starts right here. These are the stables of your dad's elite flying reindeer team. They live right here.
Ew, what's that smell?
That's a stable smell. You'll get used to it.
We will?
Yes, you will. You'll spend a lot of time taking care of Santa's reindeers because they're very important. They will transport your dad around the world, delivering presents on that very special night. Now grab a shovel, and I'll introduce you to a team while you clean the stables.
Clean the stables?
That's Albert's nice way of saying shoveling dung. Hello, Albert. Merry Christmas. Who are your friends?
These are Santa's children, Chris and Eve.
Hi. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Please let me introduce you to Santa's elite team of flying reindeer. Yes, there's Dasher and Dancer. There's Prancer and Vixen. There's Comet. There's Cupid. And there's Donner and Blitzen. And then there's the most famous reindeer of all, Rudolph. Yeah, he's a character. His nose comes in handy on snowy nights, but not when we're playing hide and seek. Chris and Eve, did you know that the reindeer prepare for Christmas Eve all year round?
Yes, we work out every day, and we run marathons so that we are in top physical shape. And we also study geography so that we know our way around the globe.
I had no idea. We also focus on teamwork. We have to work together to make a successful Christmas Eve. Yeah.
I'm really impressed.
Keep up the good work.
Would you like to join us on a training ride?
Yeah, we'd love to.
Okay, jump in the sleigh and hold on tight. It can be a bumpy ride.
Whoa, whoopee.
Hey, Dad, Albert took us on a tour to meet your reindeer. They told us about their fitness training, their geography studies, and how important teamwork is to getting their job done.
They took us on a training ride. It was incredible. I had no idea the reindeer worked so hard preparing for the big night. The reindeer are critical for fast Christmas deliveries.
Albert works hard to keep them healthy and happy, and now that's our job too.
Are you two ready for another day of training at the North Pole? Yes, we are, Albert. What's next? In addition to the reindeer, the elves here at Santa's workshop are essential to a smooth operation at Christmas. Here is where they manage all of the Christmas presents. Merry Christmas, Albert! Merry Christmas, Elmer and Ernie. Santa asked me to show his children how we prepare for Christmas here at the North Pole. Wow, what a fun surprise! It's great to meet you. We love working for your dad. Yeah, Santa's the best because he's got a warm heart and a generous spirit. He inspires us to be jolly and joyful and care for others.
Ah, that's so nice.
Chris and Eve, your dad put us in charge of Christmas presents. That means we have a lot of lists to manage. Yeah, first there's the naughty and nice list. We're always updating that. We check it at least twice. Then there's the letters to Santa, also known as wish lists. And then there are trend studies, tracking statements, and inventory reports.
Slow down, elves. Let's not overwhelm Santa's children on their first week of training.
Yeah, I'm completely overwhelmed.
Another big job for us elves here at the North Pole is gift wrapping. And here's a tip. Gift bags sure make things easier and faster.
I agree.
Yes, but there's something about tearing and wrapping paper that is so much fun.
Yes, a Christmas present is more fun when it's wrapped. That's a big part of the surprise and the excitement.
Ho ho ho! Hello, kids. How are things in the elves' workshop?
Well, Dad, I thought the reindeer had a big job with all the traveling.
Sure they do.
But the elves are in charge of Christmas presents. That's huge.
It's a big job for the little guys.
We're learning that there's a lot that goes into making Christmas happen.
Yes, you still have much more to learn.
Yeah, we thought so. Thanks, Dad.
Dad, Eve and I just saw mice in the kitchen.
Don't worry, Dad. We're Santa's in training. We'll put out some mouse traps.
No, no, no! You mustn't upset the mice. They're hard at work to keep on schedule.
I thought you would have known by now that the kitchen here at the North Pole is run by mice and rats. No, I didn't know that, so I'm taking notes. Reindeer in the stables, elves in the workshop, and mice here in the kitchen. Merry Christmas, Santa Mouse. Merry Christmas. It always smells so nice in your kitchen.
Hehe, that's because I'm always baking something. I just put some peppermint fudge in the oven.
Sweet. Please meet Santa's children, Chris and Eve. They're Santa's in training. Santa Mouse and his crew manage all of the cooking and baking here at the North Pole.
What makes Christmas special is the meals with friends and family. But you can't forget about the candy for the kids' Christmas stockings.
We're Santa's in training, so could you show us how to do it all?
I'd love to. Follow me.
Thank you, Santa Mouse, for teaching Santa's kids about cooking at the North Pole. You're welcome. Sharing Christmas treats is a delicious part of Christmas traditions.
You know that kids leave out milk and cookies for Santa and carrots for the reindeer? Well, we make sure that Santa has plenty of candy for all the kids' stockings.
Yes, we also prepare and serve food for the needy at Christmas. You should come help us serve food. It's a really rewarding experience.
I'd love to do that. You can count us both in.
That's great to know. You have a generous heart like your dad.
Hey, Dad, we met Santa Mouse and the rats in the kitchen.
They've been teaching us how to bake cookies and make candy.
Yum, I'm so glad you're learning about the kitchen. Christmas goodies are so sweet and delicious.
They told us about the importance of dinners with friends and family and feeding the needy.
Ha ha, yes. And don't forget about the animals, too.
What animals?
Oh, you still need to meet Santa Squirrel. You'll meet him next. He's wonderful.
Albert, why are we out in the forest? Yeah, our dad wants us to learn about North Pole operations, so why are we out here in the snow?
I want you to meet another part of Santa's team who handles woodland operations.
Hey, Merry Christmas! I'm Santa Squirrel. No, he's so cute.
Could you show Santa's children what these woodland operations are all about?
Yeah, I'd be happy to, Albert. Just follow me, and I'll show you how we bring the magical Christmas to the forest animals. Yeah.
Thank you, Santa Squirrel, for teaching our Santas in training about the woodland creature Christmas.
You know that Christmas isn't just for people, right? Animals need love too this time of year. My job is to make sure that they can also celebrate Christmas. So come on, let's go wake up the bears. What? We're gonna wake up bears? Yes, they hibernate in the winter. So we have to wake them up. Otherwise they'd sleep right through. Come on, wakey wakey.
I'm not sure about this. Come on, Eve. Let's wake up the sleeping bear and wish him a Merry Christmas.
Huh? Hey, who are you?
What's going on?
Oh, don't attack! We're Santa's kids! We're here with Santa Squirrel!
Hey, it must be time for the woodland creature Christmas.
Yes, it is! So come on, join everyone by the fire for some s'mores and some hot cocoa!
And the gift exchange.
And making abominable snowman.
And sing Christmas carols. And snowball fights! Santa Squirrel, I love this woodland creature Christmas. Winter can be a hard time for some of our animal friends, so at Christmas, we remember to look out for each other.
Since your Santa's in training, I'm really glad that you've learned this important part of our holiday tradition.
Christmas is about caring for others.
You got it! And just in time, we must hurry back to HQ. It's almost Christmas Eve.
Yay! Yay! I'm so excited!
Chris, Eve, tonight's the night. You're great Santa's in training, and here's your chance to prove it. Are the reindeers ready?
Reindeer are all warmed up and ready to go.
As soon as the sleigh is loaded and we have Santa, we're off.
The elves are finishing up right now.
This is it, the last one. The sleigh is loaded. You're good to go. I just confirmed with the kitchen. The candy's all loaded too.
Yes, you're all set with candy.
Dad, we've got everything ready to go.
Santa, it's time to board your sleigh.
Ho ho ho! Excellent work! The reindeer and I will be back on Christmas morning! Albert, you managed another perfect Christmas. The reindeer did a fantastic job pulling the sleigh full of all of the toys that the elves worked so hard to make. And I had plenty of goodies from the mouse and all of the kitchen crew. Thank you!
It is always an honor and a pleasure, Santa. Merry Christmas.
Ho ho ho! I'm so proud of you kids! Merry Christmas!
Aw, thank you, Dad, for making us Santas in training.
It's been amazing learning how and why we do this every year.
Now I'm ready for a nap. Tomorrow we'll start our end-of-year celebration.
Yeah, we'll go help Albert.
Sleep well, Dad, Santa.
Christmas was another success. So now it's time we celebrate. with our end-of-year party at the North Pole. This year we had 2 new Santas in training. My son Chris and my daughter Eve are now part of the North Pole Christmas operations.
Thank you, Santa, for trusting us with such important jobs.
And thank you, Albert, for being the best mentor we could ask for.
Yes, please give Albert and our Santas in training a big round of applause. Great job, everyone. The kitchen crew has made an incredible dinner for all of us.
We made plenty of food for everyone, so eat up! Yes, you worked hard, you deserve it!
Thank you for a wonderful dinner, Santa Mouse.
Hey, what about us? Yeah!
Thank you, Rats.
Yeah, thanks for the great food! Yeah, thank you!
Yeah, especially the carrots.
It's always nice to see the whole team together for dinner, Santa.
Yes, we're lucky to have a big, happy family, Albert.
Look, it's Santa Squirrel.
Chris and Eve, follow me quickly! The reindeer games are about to start!
Okay, we're right behind you. Welcome, everyone. It's time for the official reindeer games to begin. The reindeers are always the favorite, but this year the woodland creatures have some surprises.
We're rooting for the reindeer! Yeah! We're rooting for the forest creatures! Yeah!
The forest team has some new players this year. Yeah, look, there's Bigfoot, and a Yeti, and a Jackalope.
Hey, that's not fair. You have imaginary creatures on your team.
Hey, who are you calling imaginary? Hey, we live in the forest.
And aren't Santa's flying reindeer considered imaginary too?
Good point. We'll let you play.
Reindeer games have been very close this year, Santa.
Both teams are playing very well.
The Bigfoot and Yeti sure had an advantage when playing the hoops, but the reindeer sure got them on the tracks.
The forest creatures are good at hide and seek. Oh, poor Rudolph.
But the reindeer are better at tag.
Wow! It was super close, but it'll still be called the reindeer games because the reindeer won again!
Yay! Thank you, Albert.
Welcome. The hours are long and the work is hard. But when your heart is in it and you love what you do, it's very rewarding. Merry Christmas, Albert.
Ho, ho, ho! Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.